Alrighty, daily time. Oh no, daily time. What is this? Oh, this is one of those kingdoms that would look perfectly acceptable, except that there's one spanner thrown into the works, and in this kingdom, that spanner is frigate. Ay. Which card's the hasty card? Hasty Fortune Hunter. Interesting. So, if the daily kingdom properly respected ban lists, and we could imagine just a big gaping void in this top center spot, I think there'd be a perfectly nice little engine here to be built with Apothecary. You draw a bunch of coppers, you set aside a bunch of coppers on Grotto, then you get a big starting hand, you pick the coppers back up with your Apothecary, you set them aside on another Grotto, you draw on your deck, you buy some invasions, you get some loots, and then maybe even add a pendant, and once you got a bunch of loots, then you could score with Vineyard, or with the duchies, or with provinces. The world's your oyster. But none of that works very well when your hand size is 4 cards, does it? That is quite the conundrum. I don't know if the bot plays with Frigate, but don't want to plan around hoping that it doesn't. So in light of that, what are you doing? Well, I've got to play with Frigate so as to make sure the bot doesn't have fun either. Seems like the goal is to play a Frigate every turn so that we all get to be equally sad. Probably Frigates and Grottos then. Seems correct. Taskmaster might be good in that scenario. You play with Taskmaster, you gotta buy a 5 cost every turn, but you could easily take Pendant early, or Cutthroat. Those cards kind of play nicely with each other. You can buy Cutthroat, play Cutthroat, buy a card costing exactly 5 and get the loots. Later on, you could buy Invasion. Is Trickster any good? Trickster might be good. There's not an easy way to trash curses. Yeah, that's another nasty attack actually. There's no trashing. Like if the Trickster attack would be annoying, but not really that big of a deal, I think, if you subtracted out Frigate. Because I think the Apothecary Grotto engine could deal with a bunch of curses just fine. But in a deck that's not reliably drawing, the curses could be a nuisance. Yeah, I think I want some Taskmasters, some Frigates, Trickster, Cutthroat, Pendant, not sure in what order, Invasion later. Probably not worth it to play with Apothecary here, I don't think. You play it, you pick up 4 coppers, you discard all the coppers. There's some value to that, and that you sift the coppers, but the value's not that high. I think Grottos will still be worth it, probably, at least in the early game, for sure. How to open? I think I want a pair of Grottos, I think I want some Taskmasters, but an opening like that doesn't clearly get you to 5 all that easily. So maybe it's Grotto plus 1 Fortune Hunter. Hasty Fortune Hunter should get you to 5 just fine, and then you can proceed from there. Wait, how am I picking up the Taskmasters? I guess I should ask that question as well. If I start hitting 5, if I have 1 or 2 Taskmasters and I start hitting 5, it's going to be a hot second before I have any plus buy. You want to add a Cutthroat, then a Pendant, and then you get a loot off your Cutthroat. You're not adding too many additional Taskmasters while you're doing that. So maybe hitting 5 ASAP isn't the top priority. Maybe Maybe it's just like Grotto, Taskmaster, hit 5 in a minute. The problem with that, I think, is the frigate attack is not a concern immediately, but the trickster attack is actually a bit of an immediate concern. So maybe it is important to hit 5 just to get trickster. I don't love the Fortune Hunter if I'm not going for Taskmasters early, because I'm going to play it once and then be done with it. So it could just be Grotto Silver, maybe. Could be Taskmaster Silver or Double Silver as well. Into an early Trickster. I probably need at least one Taskmaster if I plan to add a Trickster, then a Cutthroat, then a Pendant. Because then that lets me play both of those on the same turn. I say Grotto Silver, final answer. With not very much confidence. This draw makes me sad. This is my silver hand, which is the one that's supposed to get me to 5. Grotto's definitely not getting me to 5. Yeah, no. I'll take a second Grotto here. Alright, here we go. Can I draw my second Grotto, pretty please? Nope. Yeah, bot's going for early Trickster, which I think makes sense. Oh no, this draw is terrible. This is terrible, terrible. Once you get your Grottos set up, they always line up nicely, pretty much always. Because your first Grotto pitches a bunch of cards, cycles a bunch of cards, finds your second Grotto, then you set a bunch of cards aside, guarantees you find the first Grotto, and then so on. But there's always this first shuffle where you've added 2 Grottos, but you haven't fully set them up yet. And if you draw them in the same hand, it's really, really bad. Because the first Grotto pitches the second Grotto, and then you're not going to find it on the next turn, and then it's going to be like 4 turns before you get to the state your deck wants to be in. This is no good, but there's no fixing it either. Oh no, and my Trickster is bottom decked. That's not good. That's not good at all. I'll go ahead and add that Cutthroat now. Have I mentioned yet that I don't like this kingdom? There's the 2 Grottos again. Oh, that really hurts too. So yeah, it looks like the bot had basically the exact same idea for a deck as I did. 2 Grottos, 1 Taskmaster, Cutthroat, Trickster, and its cards have just lined up much, much more nicely than mine have. It's already hitting Invasion. Oh Lord. Played my Taskmaster, but I have not hit 5. So it's not doing me a whole heck of a lot. I also kind of need a Cutthroat at this, or not Cutthroat, a Frigate at this point, because, like I said, the Apothecary I think gets shut down pretty badly by Frigate, but my deck is still too far from functional to add the Frigate that counters the Apothecary. That was weird. What just happened there? I hate that the log doesn't work. Am I making it up, or did the bot not just top deck a Apothecary? What am I missing? I swear to God, the bot bought Invasion, top decked an Apothecary, and then didn't play it, and only set aside 1 card. It must have discarded it to the Cutthroat. Huh. Alright, well, I can't explain that. Okay. These these Grottos are never going to work, are they? But it's already buying Province. I have 5 cards left, so it's fine setting aside the one grotto with the other. If I had 4 or fewer, I don't think I would want to set aside the grotto, because then the other grotto would miss the shuffle. Here, the grotto is being discarded back into the same shuffle, and I can still find it. Okay, I've got 2 Taskmasters in play. We're getting somewhere, albeit very slowly. What did the bot just do? Bought another province. Yeah, the bot is on 3 provinces. Cannot say the same for myself. We both have a Cutthroat in play, so buying Pendant is fairly neutral in value. Probably even if anything net negative, the bot's got a higher diversity of treasures in its deck. Yeah, it's another frigate. Unfortunately, this is not quite 10, or I'd consider invasion. Gotta buy another 5. Suppose one more frigate. Fortunately, I still have not found said frigate yet. Thank goodness. Okay. Well, 9 is also notably not 10, and this would be a lovely hand to find a grotto, but no dice there either. The frigate's important because the bot just set aside 4 cards on the grotto, so that's like a 9-card hand. And the frigate at least potentially hits it hard. If it finds a grotto, then it can play the grotto first and set aside a bunch and kind of dodge it. But otherwise, that's going to hurt a good deal. Can't buy province because I've got all these Taskmasters in play. So I just need another 5 cost. I guess I'll take Pendant now. Alright, it does find the second grotto. Unfortunate. Alrighty. Actually, let's do this the fancy way. It's not every day you get to use Invasion's first line of text. Look at that. I already got into 5. I guess I'll put an Apothecary on top. The bot isn't playing frigates consistently. And what? Suppose I ought to take a potion. Like, I'm egregiously far behind in points, so I think I need to consider alternative sources of victory points to have any shot at winning this. Alright, the bot just bought a duchy. One, 2, 3, 4. Should I consider setting aside 2 to get invade? I think that's worth it. My instincts say always set aside as many as you can, but it's usually good play with a grotto. But this gets me an Apothecary, which is also drawing me a whole heck of a lot of cards. I'll take another Taskmaster. I probably want another grotto, actually. These grottos are super duper important, and my deck is not nearly consistent enough to be finding the one grotto every single shuffle. What was that? Province and 2 estates, okay. Well, the grotto is so close, and yet so far. Sure hope I get a plus buy loot here. Make me very happy to do that. Put a first mate on top. Double on top. I think I'm pitching these. I mean, the plan is to play first mate, play grotto, set aside a bunch of stuff, so it doesn't matter whether the cards are junk or not. But I think it makes sense to discard those and set aside a new set of junk cards. So I'm getting further through the shuffle, because these cards are pretty good and I want to get back around to them. At least I think. Okay, so I've bought Invasion. I've already gained my requisite 5-cost card. I guess another potion. I need plus buy. I have a few loops in the deck that are plus buy, but I'm in a little bit of trouble in that regard. I suppose I'll top take that. And Sextant. Oh, this might be a few too many good cards. Okay, yeah. Kind of want to play all of these, actually. Alright, well, guess we're not doing that much with the Grotto. Do I care about the Cutthroat? Maybe a little bit. Probably not that much. Invasion. Grotto on top. Ooh. Alas, I've not played a Trickster, otherwise I could top deck that shield. Let's take a Vineyard. I'm gonna look out for piles. I want to lower the Taskmasters, but Duchy Taskmaster is gonna lose me the game. Unfortunately. I don't know, just double Hasty Fortune Hunter? I need to get these Vineyards up ASAP before I lose on the piles. Could also lose some provinces. Well, had I seen a different treasure there, I could have ordered these to put the copper on top for the apothecary, but I did not. Okay, pendant on top. Set aside a bunch of cards. Let's buy another invasion. Take another card that's not named Taskmaster. Not sure which of these is best. Probably not first man. I have a large starting hand. Could just be one more Grotto. Maybe just another Apothecary, actually. God dang it. That's not plus buy. So I've only set aside junk, as I recall. Yeah. So I want to resolve the Frigate first and then the Grotto. Because if I resolve the Grotto first, I put 4 junk cards into this shuffle. If I resolve the Frigate first, I trigger a shuffle, and then all 4 of those junk cards I'm discarding miss the shuffle. The bot bought a province, which I find a little bit curious. I thought the Duchy Taskmaster ending looked a lot scarier. Obviously going for provinces scores you more points, but I think it's going to take you more total turns to end the game that way, most likely. Alright, figurehead first. Uh-oh, where's my Grotto? It's a hiding. There it is. A little bit too far off. Alright, much money. Let's see what we can do. So I probably want a Grotto on top. Plus buy, please. God, bring. So am I willing to take a gamble here? I've gotten a large portion of the non-plus buy loops already. Invasion here won't give me a duchy, but it would give me an action and a loot. And let me take a look at the loot pile. So we've seen one of the insignias, both of the, whatchamacallums, the figureheads. Oh yeah, they're not even showing up, I think, because they're already gone. There's 10 total loops that don't give plus buyback. 2 hammers would be annoying, but the least annoying, at least I would gain an action off of those. I think the bot got one of the doubloons already, and then spell scroll would be the other danger case. But I'm more likely than not to hit plus buy and then still be able to buy a vineyard at the end of this. I think I want to take the risk. Please don't let me down. Which action do I want the most? I guess cutthroat. Puzzle box, I can live with that. Which card do I care about the most? That's actually not very clear to me. Potion or one of the plus buy loops? Probably puzzle box is better than amphora, because amphora is just a buy, and puzzle box is a buy and something else. I'm not sure how important it is to find that potion. I think not that important. Obviously I want to buy vineyards, but like I'm in striking distance of just winning on double province. The bot might, did it set aside its staff? It might just be buying. No, it did not set aside its staff. I hate that I can't see the log. That might have been 2 turns ago I was thinking of, where it played a trickster and I thought it had a staff. In any case, it didn't have plus buy. So okay. Can't draw either of those. What am I buying here? Probably just 2 action cards. So I'm playing one of the cutthroats. Do I want to set aside the other cutthroat or the grotto? I really don't want to count on having 2 more turns either way, and both of these cards are helping me in the scenario where I get 2 more turns. Cutthroat attacks them so they hopefully don't pile on me, and grotto sets aside cards so I have a better turn. But I think I gotta hope to win next turn somehow or other. So probably the answer is it doesn't make much of a difference. Take 2 of these. I got the vineyards bump, so I'm definitely gonna multiple of 3 here. All right, bought an estate. Okay. I spy with my little eye a potion. The copper. Oh no. Oh no, I did something bad. I hope it's not that bad. I forgot to gain a 5-cost card. All of my whatchamacallums just left play. The Taskmasters. Alright, that's a win. That is a kingdom I would not wish on my worst enemy. seemed like the bot greened a little bit too early. I really did not plan on going for vineyards, but it just barely saved me there. I also think the bot could have the bot's usually pretty good about going for pileouts. Even when it's playing big money, like if you lower a bunch of piles, it will pivot to just emptying the last few cards you left. But it didn't lower the duchies and taskmasters, which I think probably would have put me in a tougher position. But yeah, I think the strategy here is not to play.